Hey you guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Danielle. I'm so excited to meet you guys, and I'm super excited for today's video. It has been long overdue, but I finally created one of my favorite makeup routines, and this is an easy go-to look. It's perfect for spring and summer or any fun daytime event that you have going on. It's just a very light, happy medium between going full glam and something more natural. So hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you like it, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up and be sure to hit that subscribe button. So I normally tend to do my makeup really light. I have lashes on right now, which honestly helps. I could just throw on brows, do a quick blush, and then head out. But I thought I would show you guys a makeup routine that I do very often when I'm going out on a date or I have an event, or even if I just know that I'm gonna meet up with my girlfriends and maybe take some photos and shoot some content. So this is a look that I'm gonna go ahead and do. So I like to go ahead and start off with my brows because they frame your face and you can see what an instant difference it makes. So I'm gonna go ahead and be using a thin angled brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this thin angled brush, and this is Kat Von D. This is her 24 Hours Super Brow in light brown. And I just take the tiniest amount on my brush, and I like to start in and work my way out. And I like using her products because it's buildable. So start with less and you can continue to add on. I like to keep it pretty light. Okay, so there you go for the brows. I don't want to do them too dark because it's a daytime look, so I still want them to look pretty soft. And now I'm gonna go ahead and take this Kelly Baker Camo Light Highlighter Pencil in light, and I'm just gonna take a flat angled brush that it came with. All right, so I'm just gonna take that brush with this Camo Light and just take a little bit on, and we're just gonna go ahead and give our brow a little bit of definition. And then you just go ahead and bring it down. And it just gives a nice little bit of definition. Now we're gonna go ahead and do the other side. Now that our brows are defined, time to do the eyeshadow. So little fun fact, I've actually never been sunburnt before, except when I went to Hawaii when I was a teenager, and I burnt my eyelids. And let me tell you, you do not want burnt eyelids. It is the most painful thing ever. So now I make sure that I'm always protected when I go out, and I love using this SkinCeuticals Physical Eye UV Defense in SPF 50. And you seriously need the smallest amount. You literally just need this tiny little pin dot. So I just go ahead and use my fingers for this and start right underneath your brow bone and go all the way down to your lash line. And on this side. Okay, so after you prime your eyelids, I'm just gonna go ahead and use my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. So now I'm just taking a little fluffy brush like this and just getting a little bit of my setting powder, tap off the excess, and just go ahead and put it on your lids. And what this does is it just sets your primer and creates an even canvas for your eyeshadow. So I normally don't like doing anything too crazy in terms of eyeshadow during the day unless I'm going to an event. So I'm gonna be using this Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take a fluffy eyeshadow brush like this. This one I got from Target for super cheap. They're amazing, they're by Sonia Kashuk. So I'm using Sauced by the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. I was taking a little bit with my fluffy brush, and I'm just working it into my crease using a little windshield wiper motion. So the trick when you're doing your eyeshadow, how you get a really nice soft blended look, is all about blending. And you could be watching someone's videos, but what's also really important to know is how fluffy the brush is and the pressure that you're using. Because if you have a heavy hand, you're gonna be applying more pigment than the makeup artist. Because I don't know if you've ever gotten your makeup before, they use very light strokes most of the time, unless they're doing a very smoky eye or a dramatic evening look, and you can tell that they're using more pressure as the colors get darker. So just gonna do the same for the other side. Again, just windshield wiper motions, super light pressure. And now what I like to do is I like to take the same brush and hold it horizontally and use it to blend the colors up towards the brow bone. And the fun thing about doing your makeup is that it doesn't have to be perfect. You're not a professional unless you're doing a photo shoot or something, in which case it would have to be honestly a beauty photo shoot for you to really pick up that detail. Just have fun with it. So now I'm gonna take another fluffy brush. This one is a little denser. This is an eyeshadow brush by Laura Mercier. It's their finishing powder brush. So now I'm gonna go ahead and take the next color, Low Blow, and just taking a little bit of powder again, tapping off the excess. I'm gonna go ahead and apply this to the outer corner of my lower lid. And I'm just applying only to the outer corner. And once I feel like most eyeshadow is applied, then I'm gonna go ahead and fan it up and work my way to the middle of my eyelid, the middle crease. And just doing super light patting motions. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do the same for the other side. And applying it only in the corner is just gonna create that little cat eye look, but it also helps open the eyes, especially if you have almond shaped eyes. This is a really nice technique to do. Okay, now you guys can see I just have the full crease, outer crease, lower lid corner, and now I'm just gonna go ahead and take another eyeshadow brush like this, and I'm gonna go ahead and use Lombard. So we're gonna go ahead and use Lombard. I'm just gonna take a little bit and pat it onto the center of my eyelids. And this color is really pretty. It has like a golden opalescence and a rose gold color. Okay, so the last thing we're gonna do for the upper lid is just to apply a little bit of eyeliner, but for a daytime look, I don't recommend wearing a liquid eyeliner or gel eyeliner. Do something really soft and light. So for that, I like to go ahead and use a eyeshadow eyeliner brush like this and one of the darker colors from the palette. So for this, I think I'm gonna go ahead and mix He Devil with Cayenne. Again, just tap off the excess and start at the outside corner and slowly work your way in. Okay, and now we're done for all of our eyeshadow for the upper lid. Now I like to go ahead and move on to the face. So for our face, obviously, you guys heard me talking about sunscreen earlier. I believe SPF is something that you should incorporate every single day into your skincare routine, because whether you're inside or not, you may be directly or indirectly exposed to UV rays. And so if you want to make sure that you age gracefully, then be sure to protect your skin. So I have been obsessed with Tatcha, and this is their Silken SPF that comes in 35. And it's just a really nice face sunscreen and primer. I'm just gonna take a little pea size and apply it all over my face, especially the nose. Gotta get the forehead. And don't forget the neck. So a little goes a long way. Now that we're primed, I'm gonna go ahead and take my Beauty Blender. And I love using beauty blenders because I feel like they're multifunctional. I use it for my concealer, I can use it for my highlighter, I can use it for my contour, I use it for my foundation and my primer. Super easy to clean. Make sure you're washing it off every day so you're not getting bacteria that can be causing your skin to break out. So once you get your sponge a little wet, go ahead and take your foundation. I'm using Bite. This is their Changemaker foundation in M65. So Bite Beauty is one of my favorite cosmetic companies because they're vegan, cruelty-free, and clean. I'm just hoping that they'll get some more sustainable packaging in the future, but these products are amazing. This is a very lightweight foundation, so I feel like it's perfect for the day. It doesn't dry your skin out, but it doesn't make you oily either. It has like a very nice satin finish. Okay, so I just took maybe the size of a pea, and I'm just gonna go ahead and dot it on my face, and then you just wanna go ahead and blend it in. So I'm just using really light tapping motions. And make sure you blend it into your hairline. And you wanna make sure you do your jaw as well. Okay, so now that we've applied our foundation, I'm gonna go ahead and add just a little bit of under eye concealer. I've been having the worst insomnia, so I wake up with the puffiest, darkest circles under my eyes. So this is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer, and this is in medium peach. I'm just gonna take a little bit and using the Beauty Blender, setting it under the eyes. So this e.l.f. concealer is one of my favorites. You can also use it for highlighting, and you can get a darker shade for contouring. It's super affordable and it has a really nice cream to powder finish. Okay, now that we've applied the concealer, I'm just gonna go ahead and set it. So just taking the Beauty Blender again and getting a little bit of powder on the sponge. I'm just gonna go ahead and pat it in underneath my eyes. And this just helps hold the product in place, especially if you're gonna be out all day and it's hot, prone to sweating. The last thing you want is to crease underneath your eyes and have your makeup run. So I just went ahead and set my concealer, and I'm also gonna go ahead and take a little bit down the bridge of my nose and apply a little bit in my T-zone where I'm oily. So I don't really use a powder foundation. I feel like it just makes your skin look really kind of dry and cakey. And so I like just using a little bit of translucent setting powder on top of my foundation. Okay, and now that we're done with under the eyes and our concealer, I'm gonna go ahead and contour a little bit. So for the contour, just use a concealer or any darker color that you have, maybe even if you have a winter foundation. So I'm gonna go ahead and contour just a little bit, and I'm gonna be using the Fenty Match Sticks in Cocoa. So this color is obviously a lot darker than my current color, so I'm just gonna go ahead and very lightly dot it underneath my cheekbones, a little bit around my temples, and my hairline. And then I'm just gonna do a very little bit down the bridge of my nose. And you can see how this has already given my face a little bit more definition. So again, you can go back in with your Beauty Blender and just go ahead and blend up. I would say that I have a heart-shaped face, and this gives you more of an oval-shaped definition. So now I'm just taking the excess that I had on my sponge and just going ahead and going underneath my jawline and any areas that I see that need to be blended out a little bit more. Now for contouring my nose, since it's a smaller area, I'm just gonna go ahead and take the smaller portion of the sponge, kind of pinch it to make it a little more precise. I'm just gonna go in and use little tapping motions. Okay, so our contour is all done, and now we can go ahead and add some blush. I've been obsessed with these nude sticks. So this one is Sun-Kissed. And it's just a really pretty rosy red. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take a little on the apples of my cheeks. And it comes with its own applicator brush on the end, which is perfect for on the go. But I like using this synthetic flat brush by Laura Mercier, just because I feel like it's a little softer and lighter and easier to blend. So for the blush, I'm taking it all the way in towards the bridge of my nose, blending out the apples of my cheeks, and going up to my temple. And they say a good rule for blush is apply it everywhere that the light or sun would hit. So just a little bit on the bridge of my nose, a little on my forehead, and a little bit on my chin. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and add a little bit of highlighter just to give you a nice, radiant, dewy glow. This one is Nude Sticks in Hey Honey. So this color is just like a really pretty opalescent honey color. And I'm just gonna go ahead and on the top of my cheekbones right here, just gonna go ahead and add a little bit. And for this, you can just use your finger to go ahead and tap it in, starting at the outside upper part of your cheekbones and blending up until your temple. And we're gonna go ahead and do the same on this side. And you guys can see in this video, I mean, the lighting in my room right now is so good, but just tap all the way up to your temple. And you can go ahead and take the excess and just do a little bit down the bridge of your nose and a little bit on the tip. So now after all of that's done, I like to go in and finish my under eye shadow. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that short eyeliner brush that I had earlier, and I'm just gonna go ahead and take those same colors. So I'm actually going back in with Low Blow for the under eye shadow, and that was the color that we used in the lower corner. I'm just starting at the outside, right up against the lash line, to the inside corner. And if I didn't have lash extensions on right now, the next step I would curl my lashes and do my mascara, but since I already have lashes, I'm just gonna go ahead and do my mascara for the bottom. And for this, I've been using Milk Mascara. So I love this mascara because I feel like it's great for your lashes and it doesn't leave them feeling dry and brittle afterwards. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put them on the lower lashes. Okay, so now most of my face is already done. The last part is just putting on some gloss. So for my lips, I'm gonna be using Bite's Lip Crayon in Nonino and e.l.f. their lip lacquer in Wild Rose. I love these Bite Beauty lip pencils. It's just a really pretty berry color. And I'm just gonna use this more as a liner. And now I'm just gonna take my finger and kind of smudge it. So good, and gives you an instant pout if you just go ahead and line your lips like that and blend. So now I'm gonna take that lighter color by e.l.f. This was like a really pretty soft pink. Last step, I like to go ahead and add a primer, especially I'm gonna be out all day. And Ren is a clean skincare line, and they have one that's great for anti-pollution, which is perfect if you live in a big city like me. So this is Ren's anti-pollution setting spray. I'm just gonna go ahead and spray it all over. And this not only protects your makeup, but it protects your face from all the harmful pollutants that are in the air. So there you guys have it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If there's any other looks that you love and you want me to recreate and show you guys how to do, please go ahead and let me know. In the meantime, it would mean so much if you hit that like button and leave me a comment. Let me know how you enjoyed the video, and hope to see you guys next time.